Welcome back. You're listening to a very special edition of Home Wizard. Cindy Dole here. We'd love to talk about all the ways to improve those spaces you call home and where else to go to find it. But KBIZ, the Kitchen and Bath Show in Las Vegas, and I had to bring my friend Eric Stromer along because we love looking at this stuff.
Well, yeah, and we love traveling to Vegas.
We love traveling to Vegas.
Places.
So we want to find the new innovations. This is all about what's cool and great for your home, and talk about a solution to cleaning and drying your clothes. With us is Brad Grimm, and he's with BreezeDry. So welcome, Brad. You're an engineer.
He's a genius, Brad.
You are the genius.
Yeah.
What did you invent BreezeDry?
It's actually, we're a family-owned company, and we're in southeastern Iowa. And yeah, this is a product that we've come up with all on our own.
Is that basically your invention notes right there?
Yeah, right. This is the notebook.
Napkin.
I have to keep this in.
Okay,
It's proprietary.
Yeah.
So explain to people who haven't heard what BreezeDry is. What is it that you do?
Well, it's a clothes dryer, and so what we've found is that people are not wanting to put their clothes in the dryer. They want to take it out and hang it up somewhere in the house, and that's ends up being a closet. It ends up being a shower. On exercise equipment.
Well, I was going to say it's on my recumbent bicycle.
Yeah,
right
and that's what the exercise equipment is really made for. and so we've consolidated that into this cabinet essentially, and so it'll hold a full load of laundry right out of the washing machine, wet from the washing machine. You throw it in here, and it can pull air from the outside or the inside. And so we've kind of brought a clothesline right indoors, and.
So is it wrinkle-free then, right?
Or yeah, essentially. Oh. It's there's enough air moving in the cabinet and stuff. The clothes they're in motion. They end up drying softer than they would if you just hung them in the closet.
And paint a picture for us. So it looks like a closet essentially.
Kind of. Probably the best analogy, and I don't necessarily like to use this one, but it looks like a refrigerator. It's got two kind of French double doors that open up, and it's a pretty tall unit. And so it'll hold a pair of jeans hanging completely, standing straight up.
And if you were to install this in our home, or we install it, how do we hook it up?
This will probably happen. Your builder will install this. It's great for new construction, or a remodel works as well. The real great part of this is that we're using 90% less energy than a normal dryer.
And how is that?
Well, we're not using the heat. A typical dryer's got a huge heating element. We're heating the air up super hot and then taking that air and throwing it outside once it's done with it. And so we're just circulating, ambient air, just the air that you've got outside, the air inside, just a lot of circulating, a large quantity of it, and it doesn't use the energy, and it keeps it isolated. So if you use inside air, it stays inside. If you keep it outside, it stays outside.
So it's hardwired, but there is no heating element, or there is, but it's more efficient.
It's got a small heating element in it that you can use optionally. Most of the time, you don't even need it. That's for a really humid day, or you're in a really big hurry. You want to turn that on, but most of the time, it's just the ambient air.
Right.
And do you see that we're going to see the savings on our bill? I mean,
yeah, you're gonna save
yeah.
on energy for sure, and another kind of a hidden cost is that when you pull your clothes out of the dryer and clean out the lint trap, that's what's left of your clothes. You're peeling your clothes out of that lint trap.
Oh, so it's preserving our clothes.
So yeah, as our culture spends more on clothes and we care more about the clothes we wear, this is a great way to preserve the life of those clothes, and that lowers your footprint as well. That lowers your bills in purchasing new clothes. So all that stuff's involved there.
And
so can you do socks and underwear in this thing too, or is it
you can
hanging garments?
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's shelving we can lay out, and so if you wanted to go that route, you certainly can.
Okay. And it speaks to those of us who like to hand wash in a way, doesn't
absolutely.
it?
Yeah, any fabric is safe. All your delicates, all anything you want to put in there, it's not gonna damage it. So.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Brad. Let's segue over to our other guest who's got a new innovation. It's a toilet. But it's so much more. It sings to us in a way. With us is is Paul Burghardt with Enax, and this is the Regio toilet. Have you seen this toilet, Eric?
I covet this toilet.
I saw it online. I haven't seen it in person. Tell us, Paul, what's this like?
Okay, basically this is it's the most luxurious high-tech toilet in the world. We don't even like to call it a toilet at Enax. We like to say that it's a take-home spa, if you would. But basically, it's a sculptured toilet. Well, when you approach the toilet, it could stand alone in your loft or home, and it looks beautiful. It's a nice design. It's a seamless design, and the top portion of it is basically an electronic seat. So that's where the brain is of the toilet, if you would. And When you approach the toilet, there's a sensor so that the lid would raise. It would greet you and say hello.
No, does it really
Does
say
it really
hello?
talk to you?
Well, you can program it. There is
In different languages?
You can books on tape. You can send messages. But
You don't mind would say, hello, fatty. You're back again, aren't you?
But there's this SD sound card that you can program, and you can have any type of music you want or anything you wish. But also the heat is seated. The seat is heated. Excuse me.
And it lights up at night.
Lights up, so there's a target for you inside.
A target for you guys.
Wait a minute. Are you in? No.
No. But the price tag is kind of up there. I mean, it's extravagant.
Well, if
$7,000.
well, that's for the black one. Actually, for the white one, the price is $5,900 list.
Oh, then I'll take
Yeah,
two.
so-
Okay.
But when you consider everything that's packaged into the toilet, it's more than a toilet. It's got there's an air purifier, there's a deodorizer, they've got the front and rear bidet function. I mean, there's more things that I can actually list here in this interview, but you should definitely stop by and see it. You'll see it around the U.S. now. We're from Japan here for a couple of years now. We're a company we were started in 1924 when Frank Lloyd Wright went to Japan to build a hotel. He set up a tile foundry, and when he left, that was the beginning of Enax. So
Okay.
we definitely have a
what,
long
so
history.
what research led you guys to say, you know what, we need to come up with a toilet that does everything but our dishes, or everything but, fill in the blanks.
It's funny that you say that. In Japan, the culture, the bath culture is really, it's definitely different than the bath
It's
culture.
everywhere. It's in the public place,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
They have the outdoor springs, the indoor springs. But this product actually, it really embodies Japanese culture in terms of the bath culture and the high-tech focus. You can see cars from Japan, audio equipment and stereo equipment from Japan. It's always got that very nice high-tech quality, but it's also got nice design to it. And that's what Reggio really is all about. It's bringing the spa home, but also having a very high-tech unit, the most advanced toilet in the world.
So
how's the response been so far?
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
When we came in, we have other toilets as well in laboratories, but this is pretty much, if you would, it's the cherry on the sundae. When we show the other toilets, most showrooms want to show this first.
I bet.
Right.
And I mean, a lot of people, as soon as they go to Japan and they use the bidet toilets, they want to come back and bring this home with them.
Well, it definitely is a conversation piece. But I can see where, it's got a little bit of everything going. And do you ever talk to consumers after they bought the Reggio toilet and find out how they tricked it up, like what kind of music they did, or how did they make it their own? Yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
some fun stories?
Yeah, it's true. People, they make their own mixes on the sound card. And, and like lofts in Manhattan or in Chicago, they'll put it in the middle of the room where they'll have more of an open setting. So it's actually looked at as more of an art piece. And
Little Moon Over Miami, you can have all kinds of fun with the songs.
I'd like to. Could I feature my Zodiac sign on the toilet?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, toilets pretty soon, if they haven't already, are going to tap into our medical records, right?
Yeah.
And give us an instant reading of whether we need to see our doctor because we've got XYZ going from that urinalysis.
Right. That technology actually is available in Japan. It's not here in the U.S. yet, but maybe, hey, that's another application that we might bring in.
Not as fun and sexy as what you guys are putting out, but it's out there. Yeah.
I'm not sure I want my toilet to know that much information.
Well, I know. I'm not sure I want my toilet that much smarter than me. I mean, you must have one in your home, right?
No, I don't have one yet, but I do plan on having a newer model that just came out.
And so what is your website so people can check it out?
It's inax-usa.com.
All right.
Inax USA.
Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome.
Boy,
Thank
the
you very much.
Reggio. Amazing things here at K-Biz,
I learned so much, and I can't wait to get out on the floor. Who knew?
Look what they came up with next.
I know.
All right, well, we've been having fun, and be sure to go to the website. You go to cindydole.com/KBiz, KBIS 2011. We have pictures of all these great things we've been talking about, so you can check it out. And the fun continues next week on Home Wizard. Cindy Dole with Eric Stromer. With that, we're going to say adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.